Most people think hypnosis means losing control, that someone else takes over your mind. But the truth is the opposite. Hypnosis is not about control, it's about permission. Permission to relax, permission to remember, permission to feel, permission to finally let go. And today, I want to take you inside one of my most unforgettable sessions, not as a performance, not as entertainment, but as a real experience, one that changed both my client and me. Before we begin, let me explain something important. You are always in control. You can open your eyes at any time. You can stop at any time. You will never do anything against your will. Hypnosis is simply a state of deep focus, like when you get lost in music or forget time while reading a book. And today, I want to guide you into that state. So if you're ready, take a slow breath in and let it go. Now let me tell you how this session began. By the time you're hearing this, you've already begun the session. You might not notice it yet, but your mind has started to slow, to listen, to open. So let's continue. Sit back. Let the surface of whatever you're sitting on support you, not just your body, but the effort you've been carrying all day. You don't have to hold everything right now. Close your eyes, and if you don't want to close them, simply soften your focus. Let your breathing become your anchor. In and out. Notice the subtle rhythm your body already knows how to follow, even when your mind feels chaotic. There's no performance here, no expectation. Most people think hypnosis means losing control, that someone else takes over your mind. But the truth is the opposite. Hypnosis is not about control. It's about permission. Permission to relax, permission to remember, permission to feel, permission to finally let go. My name is Claire. I'm a certified hypnotherapist, and today I want to take you inside one of my most unforgettable sessions, not as a performance, not as entertainment, but as a real experience, one that changed both my client and me. Before we begin, let me explain something important. You are always in control. You can open your eyes at any time. You can stop at any time. You will never do anything against your will. Hypnosis is simply a state of deep focus, like when you get lost in music or forget time while reading a book. And today, I want to guide you into that state. So if you're ready, take a slow breath in and let it go. Now let me tell you how this session began. By the time you're hearing this, you've already begun the session. You might not notice it yet, but your mind has started to slow, to listen, to open. So let's continue. Sit back. Let the surface of whatever you're sitting on support you, not just your body, but the effort you've been carrying all day. You don't have to hold everything right now. Close your eyes. And if you don't want to close them, simply soften your focus. Let your breathing become your anchor. In and out. Notice the subtle rhythm your body already knows how to follow, even when your mind feels chaotic. There is no performance here, no expectation, no right or wrong way to feel. Now imagine a door that leads into a private room, a room that belongs only to your subconscious. You have never seen it before, but somehow it feels familiar. When you open the door, step inside. Take a moment to observe what you see. Is it bright or dim, quiet or echoing, empty or full of forgotten things? Notice the atmosphere, the emotional temperature of the room. There's no right answer. Whatever appears is a reflection of your inner world. Let your awareness move slowly through this space, and as you walk, notice what stands out. Maybe there are objects, old memories, symbols, shadows, or nothing at all. All of it is meaningful. All of it belongs to you. Now notice something in the room. Mirrors. Not ordinary mirrors, but mirrors that reflect different versions of you. Walk toward the closest one. Look into it. Notice what you see. This reflection may show you as you are now, or as you fear becoming, or as you once were. Pay attention to the emotional tone. Does this version of you look tired? Younger, older, smaller, stronger? Ask yourself silently, how does this version of me feel? You may sense emotions rising like regret, longing, sadness, acceptance, or relief. Allow those emotions to exist. You don't need to judge them, just observe. Now imagine speaking to this reflection. Ask, what happened to you? Listen carefully to the answer that forms, even if it arrives as a feeling instead of words. Meeting the version of you who gave up. You may notice a version of yourself who feels like they compromised too much, a version of you who chose safety over truth, comfort over courage, silence over expression. If that version appears, acknowledge them. They are not your enemy. They are part of your journey. Ask them, what were you afraid of? What made you feel like you had to shrink? Let the response come naturally. You might feel a tightness in your chest, a heaviness behind your eyes, a memory you haven't visited in years. That's okay. You are safe here. Nothing can harm you in this space. The mirror of your unlived potential. Now imagine another mirror forming beside the first one. This mirror shows a different possibility, a version of you who chose courage instead of fear. Step closer, look. Notice how this version of you stands, their posture, their confidence, their energy. Ask yourself, what choice did this version of me make differently? Maybe they spoke up, maybe they walked away, maybe they stopped apologizing, maybe they allowed themselves to exist fully. Notice how this version feels, more alive, more grounded, more free. Let yourself feel what that freedom might be like, even if only for a moment. Receiving a message from your deeper self. Now allow this stronger version of you to speak directly to you. Let them say something important, something honest, something you may not have allowed yourself to hear before. It might be, you are allowed to choose yourself. You don't have to disappear to be loved. You are not too late. You deserve to live authentically. Whatever message comes, receive it. Let it settle. Let it sink deeper than logic, deeper than fear, deeper than doubt. This message isn't coming from outside you. It's coming from the part of you that already knows the truth. Letting the insight settle. Stay in this space for a moment. Allow your subconscious to reorganize itself quietly, gently, without force. You don't need to solve everything right now. This session is not about pressure. It's about permission. Permission to feel, permission to reflect, permission to change. And as this part of the session begins to settle, know that something inside you has already shifted. Even if you can't explain how yet, the outside world can wait. Emails, tasks, expectations, noise, all of it feels distant now, as if separated from you by a thick layer of glass. Right now, the only important thing is what happens inside you. Notice how your body feels compared to a few minutes ago. Heavier, perhaps, softer, looser, or simply quieter. Even if you don't feel dramatically different, something subtle is already shifting beneath the surface. Your mind is beginning to move from doing into being, drifting deeper into stillness. Imagine that with every breath out, you are sinking a little deeper into a calm inner current, not sinking in a frightening way, but like being held by warm water that supports your weight without effort. You don't need to swim. You don't need to struggle. You can float. Each exhale allows your thoughts to slow and stretch and drift farther apart. If a thought appears, you don't need to chase it. You don't need to fight it. Just let it pass like a cloud crossing the sky. You are not your thoughts. You are the space in which they appear. Letting go of roles and masks. Now bring your awareness to the identity you carry in daily life, the roles you play, the version of yourself you present to others, the one who tries to be productive, the one who tries to be strong, the one who tries to be likable, the one who tries not to be too much. For a moment, you don't need any of those roles. You don't need to impress. You don't need to explain. You don't need to justify your existence. Let that social mask loosen and slowly dissolve. Underneath it is not emptiness. Underneath it is something more honest, more raw, more real, more you. Walking through the landscape of your inner world, turn your attention to the inner room you entered earlier. Let it become clearer now. Notice new details. Perhaps you see corridors leading outward, doors you haven't opened yet, windows that reveal emotional landscapes, fields of memory, hallways of forgotten moments, shadows of unspoken thoughts. You may sense that this place has existed within you for a very long time, long before this session, long before this moment, and yet you rarely visit it consciously. Now you are here, walking slowly, observing, listening, encountering emotional echoes. As you move through this space, you may begin to notice emotional echoes, moments where you felt misunderstood, small, overlooked, ashamed, pressured, invisible, or not enough. These emotions might not appear as words. They might appear as sensations, a heaviness in your chest, a tightening in your throat, a warmth behind your eyes, a subtle sadness, a quiet longing. You don't need to analyze them, just acknowledge this is something I have carried, not as judgment, not as blame, but as recognition, meeting the part of you that learned to hide somewhere in this inner world. There may be a part of you that learned to shrink in order to feel safe, a part of you that learned to stay quiet to avoid conflict, a part of you that learned to lower expectations to avoid disappointment. Imagine meeting this part not as an enemy, but as a younger version of you who was trying to survive with the tools they had. Notice how this part looks. Are they tired, afraid, guarded, hopeful? Ask gently, what were you protecting me from? You might sense the answer as a memory, a feeling, or a sudden understanding. This part of you was never trying to hurt you. They were trying to keep you safe in the only way they knew, releasing old self-judgment. Now notice if there is any self-judgment you have been carrying. Thoughts like, I should be better. I should be further ahead. Something is wrong with me. Why can't I be like others? I'm wasting my potential. Imagine placing those thoughts into your hands like physical objects. Feel their weight. Then imagine setting them down on the floor of this inner space. You don't need to destroy them. You don't need to fight them. Just recognize you don't have to carry them anymore. You are allowed to exist without constant self-criticism. Activating the part of you that wants more now, feel into a different energy. A part of you that longs for more than survival. A part that wants authenticity, depth, freedom, meaning, creativity, connection, aliveness. This part may feel quieter because it has been overshadowed by fear, but it is still there. Let it step forward. Notice how it feels to stand in that energy even for a moment. more open, more spacious, more possible. Ask this part: what do you want from me? Let the answer arise without censorship. Plant in a subtle internal shift. Now imagine a small light forming in the center of your chest, not blinding, not dramatic, just a gentle glow. This light represents self-awareness, permission, choice, potential, and inner truth. With every breath, let this light expand slightly, not rushing, not forcing, just growing at a natural pace. This light does not erase your struggles, but it gives you a new relationship with them. More compassion, more distance, more control, allowing the mind to integrate. For a moment, stop trying to understand anything. Stop trying to label the experience. Let your subconscious do its quiet work, reorganizing, reframing, softening, strengthening. You don't need to do anything. Change doesn't always feel dramatic. Sometimes it feels like a subtle shift in perspective, a softer inner voice, a quieter reaction, a new pause before old habits, or a small moment of courage. Even the smallest shift can grow over time. Take a slow breath in and gently let it go. Another slow breath in and release. Allow your body to settle into the surface beneath you. Notice where your body makes contact, your back, your legs, your arms. You don't need to hold yourself up anymore. Let yourself be supported. As you breathe, allow the outside world to fade slightly into the background. There is nothing you need to solve right now, nothing you need to prove, nothing you need to fix. This time is yours. Bring your awareness to the top of your head. Imagine a soft wave of warmth beginning there. This warmth is gentle, comforting, safe. It slowly moves down across your forehead, smoothing away tension, softening the muscles around your eyes. Let your eyelids grow heavy, not forced, just naturally relaxed. Allow your jaw to unclench, your tongue to rest. The warmth flows down into your neck, melting tightness, releasing pressure. It continues into your shoulders. Notice how much weight you carry there. And now imagine that weight dissolving, flowing down your arms, into your elbows, your wrists, your hands, your fingers. Your hands may feel warm or heavy or slightly numb. All sensations are normal. The warmth now moves into your chest, softening the space around your heart. Allow your breathing to deepen naturally, not forced, just slower, calmer. The warmth flows into your stomach, releasing stored tension. Let your abdomen soften. There is nothing to brace against here. The relaxation continues into your hips, your thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, and finally into your feet, all the way to the tips of your toes. Your entire body is now wrapped in a gentle wave of calm, heavy, relaxed, still. Now, as you remain in this calm and receptive state, I want you to imagine that everything you have experienced so far in this session is gently settling inside you, like warm golden light slowly filling every space within your mind and body. This light is not just relaxation, it is understanding, it is transformation, it is quiet, powerful change happening beneath the surface of your awareness. With every breath you take, this golden light moves deeper, reaching the subconscious layers of your mind, the place where your habits are formed, where your emotional reactions begin, where your automatic thoughts are created before you even notice them. And instead of forcing anything to change, instead of trying to control or fight your patterns, you simply allow this light to reorganize everything naturally and effortlessly. Imagine that inside your subconscious, there's a vast library, endless shelves filled with memories, beliefs, experiences, emotional responses, Some of these books are old and dusty. Some contain stories you have outgrown. Some were written during moments of fear, stress, or uncertainty, and without judgment, without resistance, you now walk through this library calmly and confidently. You notice that certain books no longer represent who you truly are. Perhaps there is a book titled Self Doubt, another labeled Fear of Failure, maybe one called Not Good Enough. You don't need to open them. You already know their stories. And now, in this deep state of awareness, you gently remove these books from the shelves. As you hold them in your hands, you realize something important. These stories were once attempts to protect you. They were written at a time when your mind believed you needed them, and instead of rejecting them harshly, you thank them quietly for their service. Then, one by one, you place them into a soft golden flame in the center of the room. This flame does not burn with destruction. It transforms. It dissolves outdated beliefs into pure energy, and that energy returns to you as strength, clarity, and calm confidence. Now notice new blank books appearing on the shelves, fresh unwritten pages, and on the spine of the first new book, you see the title What? Confidence. On another, Inner Stability. Another, Trust in Myself. And one more, Calm Power. As you touch these new books, you don't have to write the words consciously. Your subconscious already knows how to fill these pages. It begins writing new automatic responses for you. When challenges appear, you respond with clarity. When uncertainty shows up, you remain steady. When fear tries to whisper, confidence answers calmly. And the most beautiful part is this: these changes do not require effort. They do not require struggle. They integrate naturally because your subconscious prefers harmony. It prefers growth. It prefers strength. Now feel how your body responds to these new internal instructions. Notice your breathing becoming smoother. Notice your posture subtly adjusting, even in relaxation. Notice a quiet sense of grounded certainty spreading through your chest, your stomach, your shoulders. Your nervous system is recalibrating. Old stress responses are softening. Your mind is learning that safety is available in the present moment, that control does not come from tension but from awareness, that power does not come from force but from stability. And deep inside, a new core belief begins to settle. I am safe within myself. I trust my decisions. I move through life with calm confidence. Let these statements echo slowly, not as forced affirmations, but as natural truths that feel increasingly familiar. Now imagine a subtle shift happening in your future. Picture yourself tomorrow. Notice how you move, how you speak, how you make choices. You may observe that you pause slightly before reacting, that you breathe more fully before responding, that your voice carries quiet assurance. These are signs that the integration is working. See yourself in situations that once felt challenging, and instead of tension, you notice steadiness. Instead of overthinking, you feel clarity. Instead of hesitation, there is grounded action. Your subconscious mind is incredibly intelligent. It absorbs repetition, emotion, and imagery. And right now, you are giving it all three: calm repetition, positive emotional safety, clear internal imagery of success and stability. And the more vividly you imagine this new version of yourself, the more your subconscious accepts it as reality. Because the subconscious does not strongly distinguish between imagination and experience, what you rehearse internally becomes what you express externally. And now, as this deep work settles comfortably within you, we begin the gentle transition back, not as an ending, but as a return to wakefulness carrying everything you have just integrated, a return with greater clarity, steadiness, and quiet inner strength. For a few more moments, remain where you are. Notice how your body feels now compared to when we began. Perhaps there is more softness or more space inside your chest. Maybe your thoughts feel slower, quieter, more organized. There is no need to analyze it, just observe. Take a slow, steady breath in through your nose and gently exhale through your mouth. With each breath, imagine a subtle current of energy beginning to rise from the base of your spine upward, moving slowly through your body. This energy is clean, balanced, grounded. It carries alertness without tension, awareness without overwhelm. As it rises through your legs, you begin to feel physical presence returning. Your muscles become slightly more awake. Your body remembers gravity, structure, balance. As the energy moves through your abdomen and chest, your breathing deepens naturally. Your heart feels steady and calm. There is confidence in this rhythm, not rushed, not heavy, simply reliable. As it moves into your shoulders and arms, you may feel small impulses to stretch, to move your fingers, to reconnect with the space around you. Allow that gently. Small movements signal readiness, and as this wave of grounded awareness rises into your neck and head, your mind begins to brighten, like the sky slowly shifting from night into early morning light. Clear, focused, present. You are not leaving relaxation behind. You are bringing calm with you. In a moment, I will count from 1 to 5. With each number, you will feel more awake, more refreshed, more centered, while keeping all the positive integration fully intact. 1. Becoming aware of your physical body, the surface beneath you, the temperature of the air, the simple reality of this moment. 2. Energy returning gently to your muscles. Perhaps you roll your shoulders slightly. Maybe you wiggle your toes or fingers, your body waking in a balanced way. 3. Breathing becoming fuller, mind becoming sharper, a quiet sense of readiness building inside you. 4. Eyes still closed if you wish, but awareness fully present now. Calm alertness, stable clarity, grounded confidence. 5. When you are ready, gently open your eyes, feeling refreshed, steady, and clear. Take a moment. Don't rush. Let your vision adjust. Let your body settle upright if it wishes to. Notice how you feel compared to before. There may be a subtle difference, a small but meaningful shift. Perhaps a sense of internal organization, perhaps emotional lightness, or simply quiet neutrality. And even that is valuable. Now understand something important. The work does not disappear when the session ends. The subconscious continues processing. It continues strengthening new patterns. The calm responses you rehearsed will begin to appear naturally in daily life. In situations where you once reacted automatically, there may now be a pause, a brief space of awareness. That space is your power. Inside that pause is choice. Inside that choice is growth. If challenges arise later today or tomorrow, notice your breathing first. Notice your posture. Remember the golden light, and allow your nervous system to return to balance quickly. You may even find that sleep becomes deeper, thoughts become more structured, decisions feel more intuitive and less forced. Trust this process. You do not need to force change. You do not need to prove anything. You are already recalibrating. Before we fully close, take one final deep breath. Inhale clarity, exhale tension, and silently within yourself repeat, I carry calm within me. I trust my inner stability. I move forward grounded and clear. Let those words settle like anchors, quiet, steady, reliable. Now gently continue with your day or evening. Move slowly at first if you can. Drink water, stretch. Give your mind a few minutes before jumping into intense activity. And know this, you can return to this state whenever you choose. Calm is not something outside of you. It is something you have just proven exists within you. Now that you are fully awake, grounded, and present, we move into the final integration, not in trance, not in deep hypnosis, but in conscious awareness, because true transformation is not only something that happens in relaxation, it is something that stabilizes in wakefulness. Sit comfortably for a moment. Let your spine be naturally straight. Let your shoulders rest without tension. Allow your breathing to remain steady and unforced. I want you to imagine a version of yourself 3 months from now. Not a fantasy version, not a perfect version, a realistic, evolved version of you. See yourself moving through a normal day. Notice the way you wake up. Notice how your body feels in the morning. Notice the quality of your thoughts. There's less noise, less urgency, more direction. Now observe how this future version handles stress. When a challenge appears, they do not collapse inward. They do not spiral into doubt. Instead, there is a visible pause, a moment of grounded processing, and then a calm response. That pause is the integration you have created. Watch how this version speaks. Their voice carries steadiness. Their eye contact feels present. Their posture reflects quiet certainty. They are not louder than others. They are not dominant. They are simply stable, and stability is power. Now ask yourself gently, what did this version of me stop doing? Perhaps they stopped overanalyzing every outcome. Perhaps they stopped seeking external validation. Perhaps they stopped assuming the worst case scenario automatically. And what did they begin doing? Maybe they began trusting their initial instincts. Maybe they began breathing before reacting. Maybe they began choosing clarity over emotional urgency. Let the answers arise naturally. Do not force them. Now imagine stepping forward, literally stepping into this future version of yourself. Feel your body shift slightly as if you are aligning with that posture, that nervous system regulation, that internal organization. Notice how it feels inside your chest, inside your stomach, inside your throat. There is space, there is grounding, there's a sense of internal leadership. And this is important. You are not becoming someone else. You are removing internal interference. Take a slow breath and imagine a thin thread of light connecting your present self and this future self. With every inhale, that thread becomes stronger. With every exhale, resistance dissolves. Now let's reinforce this alignment with 3 deeper subconscious anchors. First anchor, breath. Every time you take a slow conscious breath in daily life, your nervous system will remember this state. Your body will automatically soften tension. Your mind will reduce unnecessary noise. Second anchor, posture. Each time you adjust your posture upright, even slightly, your subconscious will associate it with confidence and grounded thinking. Physical alignment reinforces psychological alignment. Third anchor, pause. Before reacting to stress, you will naturally pause, even half a second, and in that pause, your higher awareness will activate. That pause becomes your control point. These anchors will activate automatically, no effort required. Now imagine situations in the coming weeks where you will test this new internal structure: a difficult conversation, a moment of uncertainty, a decision that once would have caused anxiety. See yourself responding differently. Feel the steadiness. Feel the reduced emotional spike. Feel the clarity. Your subconscious learns best through rehearsal. And right now, you are rehearsing strength. Now bring awareness to your identity, not what you do, not what others think, not your roles or responsibilities, but your core internal identity. Say silently to yourself, I am stable. I am internally guided. I respond instead of react. Notice how those statements feel in your body. If there's any resistance, simply breathe into it. Resistance dissolves when met with calm attention. You are rewiring through repetition and embodiment. Now consider this deeper truth. Your subconscious does not resist growth. It resists perceived danger. And through this session, you have shown your nervous system that calm awareness is safe. When awareness feels safe, change becomes sustainable. Over the next days, you may notice subtle differences: faster emotional recovery, less rumination at night, clearer decision making, more neutral internal dialogue, reduced need to control everything. These are signs of integration. If at any moment you feel old patterns returning, do not judge yourself. Simply use the anchors, breath, posture, pause, and allow recalibration. Now, one final visualization. Imagine standing in front of a mirror. Look into your own eyes, not critically, not analytically, but steadily. Thank you for trusting me with your attention, your time, and your inner world. Take care of yourself. And until next time.